So array, what is an array? Yesterday we simple discussion like if you want to store many values, not only one value, if you want to store many values, then we can use an array. All values are same type. We have different type of declarations. Syntax number 1. We want to create an initialization in a separate statement. So create an array int array of integer number. If we are not used this square bracket, then it is treated as single variable. Whenever we use this square bracket, then it is going to allocate the memory internally. The user wants many values. So it is going to store many values. How many? New integer of 10 values. So 10 values going to be stored in array of integer number. So now here we don't want to use this variable anymore. Only in one method or one function we are using. So this is the case. Globally we declare like this, and locally we can assign how many number of memory locations we need it. But whereas here, one time usage, we are not going to initialize separate memory in different locations and all. We can use only one location at a time. So what we can use here? Declare array within the same line. Integer, square bracket, array of integer numbers equal to new int of 10. Now, initializing the values. Here only the declaration, but we are not given any values to it. Default, it will say 0. So zeros will be going to store by default. But now here, we want to be assigned directly the value, and we don't want to give the size because we don't know how many values we're going to be stored. If we have given 10, it will accept exactly 10 values. If we are not mentioned any size here, it will accept maybe 1 or 2 or 10 or 20. So how many values we want, we can give directly like this. So this is declaration and as well as initialization, both the two. Okay, and now this is array of integer. We don't want to do any calculations and all. We just store the value, bring the value. So difference is no memory, no new operator, no memory and all. Just only take the name, store the data, and you want the data, pick the value. But whereas here we want to assign some memory, we will do some calculations and all. Okay, so one dimensional array, how many number of declarations are there? Totally 4 types. Number 1, write in 2 lines. Number 2, write in single line. Number 3, write in 2 lines with some default values. Number 4, don't use any memory and all, just only assign the value. Okay, so we can create array, depends on the scenario. What type of style you need it, you can use array declarations in 4 ways. Okay, this is 2-way declaration, only initialization. Again, 2 syntaxes are available. Now, not only one row, many values, we want many rows and many columns. We want to store it, then we can use here row number, comma, column number also. Row number, column number is separated with here comma symbol. Comma symbol will be used for row and column separation. So how it is representing internally? So here one dimensional array looks like this. One row, first value, second value, third value, fourth value, and so on. and whatever the value is there, that value will be available inside first value, and then second value, and then third value, like this. So now what we have to do, we need to identify this value. If you want to get this value, we will take the help of indexes. 0, 1, first value 0, second value is 1, and third value is 2, like this. Now all these values, what name we have given? Array of integer numbers. So AI num is the array name. So this array name is going to pointing all these values. So it is going to store like this. Now which value we want, we can use a combination, that is for array of integer number. You want the 0 value, 0, or array of integer number 2. So we can say this, this. This is the value is identified by array of integer numbers of 0. If you want to take this value, array of integer numbers of 1. Even from the database also we are bringing like this. Select star from table name, where hall ticket number equal to 1, 2, 5, 6, and so on. So 1, 2, 5, 6 number hall ticket, I want the complete row. Their hall ticket number, subject 1 mark, subject 2 mark, 3, and the total percentage, pass or fail or something. Now we bring all the data to the front end. Then what we can do? First value is assigned to a label, second value is assigned to another label, like. Okay. So array is used to store a collection of values, but all these values will be of type integer, because this is homogeneous. So all values will be in square bracket array of integer numbers equal to, I want the memory, and how much memory we need it, we can select new int of, and the size is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So totally how many number of values we need it, that we can mention over here. 7 means 0 to 6 will come. So the last will be the 6. Okay. So now not only integer value, I want to store names, then string. You can use string value, but one is integer, one is string, one is float, like different type of data type values. If you want to store it, then we can use the common type called as object. We don't know what type of details you want to be stored. Now we can say something like product details equals to new int of, here object of. So how many we don't know. Just we can mention like, if you know 4 values or 5 values, then we can enter the size of a object array as 5. Then what we have to do, this keep here, and 5 values. Now what are the 5 values? Number 1, product ID. So the product ID, this is product name, and this is price, and this is quantity, and this is discount. So now we can store number 1, and this is the name as monitor, and the price is 1200 rupees, and the quantity is 2. Now the total cost or discount or anything, which one we need it, we can store here. So here, or else we can apply here dot 55, something like this. So one is integer, one is a string, one is a float, like this. So any data type values will be capable to store. But this is still one dimensional. But like that, how many? Maybe I want to store 10. It is not possible. So now the same thing we can use for multi-dimensional array of an object, that is array list and all we can use. But now we just say that inside of this we can use comma. Comma for row separator as well as column separator. One square bracket, comma, this. And here we can say row number as well as column number. Rows is 2, columns are 5. This is first row, means 0th row. One second. This is 0 row, and the next one row will come. So this is a row. So this row, what we call it as number 1. So that is the 0th cell, and this is the 0 row, and this is first row. So how many? Totally 2 rows, but how many columns? 5. Now we need to identify this value. Earlier, one row is there. Directly we can say array name of 0, array name of 1, like this. But now, which row, which value you need it? So here we can have both rows and as well as column numbers also. So this is 0 row, and this is 0 column, and this is 1 column, and this is 2 column, and this is 3 column, and this is 4th column, something like that. Now we need to identify this value. Then what we can do? We are going to use, this is the name of an array, product. So we can take the product here, and what row we want? This is the row. So this is 0, product of 0, and which column value? You want this column value? Then this is 1. So that means what we are going to write here? We are going to use, I want in this particular array, this is the row number and this is the column number. So here we can say 0, comma, this. So products of 0, comma 1 means this value will come. 0, comma 2, this value will come. If you want this value, then products of 1, comma 1. So you can write different values over here. This is for keyboard or mouse or anything. Okay, and you can use different sizes and all. This. So now the syntax will be array number, sorry, row number, comma column number, row size, comma column size. Now here sometimes some cells are wasted. So instead of going to wasting the cell, we can use the efficient memory by using junked array. When we can use, it is something like a employee or a product. One product has discount, that is a special product type of a category, and the other product is not having any discounts. And then one row we have three columns, and another row we have from here to here, and the other one something like this, and the other one something like this. So now first row 1, 2, 3, but the second row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now the third row 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last row like this. So every row we need a new value. We don't know what type of values are coming. So now what we have to do? Array of arrays. What is this single dimensional array? Now this is one array, this is one array, this is one array, this is one array. Because here all rows has equal number of columns. But whereas here no rows has equal number of values. Why? Because the first employee is not married. Second employee is married but no kids. Third employee married and kids. Fourth employee married and kids, kids also married and again sub kids. Like parent, children, again sub children, like this should come. So rows has different values. If you want to be efficiently utilizing depends on the memory. So we have to assign different type of memory locations. Then we can go with zigzag array. Here what? Row number separate, column number separate. Array of integers, new, int of. Here we don't know the columns. That's why always columns will be blank. But we know how many number of rows are available. So row is mandatory field here. The row number should be maintained. And the array of integer numbers 0. First row 10 values. Array of integer number 1. Second row 12 values. So every row you need to specify how many number of values we need to store it. So this is what we call it as one-dimensional array type. I want 10 values, I want 12 values. But these 10 values, for which row you want? First row. These 12 values, which row we want? Second row. That's why all these things will be combined in one name, array of arrays. It is an array syntax. Inside again, array is there. So arrays of arrays is called as job array. So this is for only depends on the conditions we are going to wasting the cells. Instead of wasting the cells from here and all, so we are going to efficiently use the memory location by using zigzag array. Okay. So totally C# has three types of arrays. One is one-dimensional, the other one is two-dimensional, and the other one is jumped array. Okay. So this programmings are here. How to declare an array? One-dimensional array, directly assign the values without memory, with memory. And this is comma two-dimensional array, rows and columns. How to assign values directly to two-dimensional array? Brace open. First row, how many values we need it? Three columns here. How many rows? 2. So first 2, 3 is for 3 columns. Now one more row we want. So comma, again we started the brace, and this is for second row 3 elements. This is zigzag array, array of arrays. So now 0th array, How many values we want? One value. Sorry. One row has 4 columns. And if you want second row, third row, fourth row, and so on, 6 rows will be there. Okay. So this is for array declaration and how to use the arrays. We can use these examples. Take the array. I don't know how many values are available. We need to know the length of the array. 10 values, 10 will come. 20 values, 20 will come here. Now store first value, print value. So here we can say character array hello. Hello is 5 characters. We are giving first character, second character, third character. This is character array, single quotes. If it is a string array, double quotation. Okay. And now display all the elements. String array is hello world. First value, second value. Now we are going to use wherever collection, some set of group of elements are there. We can pointing to directly the whole array, display hello first and display world next. Okay. So you can see how to use goto statement, switch case statement, loop statement, and array. Again and again keep on. These type of syntaxes will be used further also. Okay. For your practicing, I am sharing this one, and you have to be understand the functionality, but don't copy paste the code to your application. You can prepare another example like this way. Okay, and show to me. One example on if, one example on if else, one example on switch case 3, and the loops example while, do while, and for each, and another one array. Okay, so these are all the basics explanation, and we will start tomorrow the real C#. Okay, hoops concept. How to create programming in C#. For that, what are the things are required? Access specifier, methods, classes. So is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.